Hi everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. My name is Lilia, and in today's video I want to share with you a French leek and potato soup. I figured let's start out the year right with something delicious, nutritious, and simple to make. Something that even the pickiest of eaters is going to enjoy. So if you like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out and that would be very kind of you. And subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you're notified of any upcoming videos, basically so you won't miss out on any of that. So don't keep me a secret as well. Make sure to share this video if you enjoy it. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, I'm going to start out with the leeks, and leeks tend to carry a lot of sand, and it's going to be very uncomfortable to have that in a soup and you chew on that. So I'm going to start washing that. These leeks that I got in specific have a little bit more sand than usual, so I have to give them a wash before I start cutting the ends. So I'm going to cut that piece that you just saw, and then as far as the green part, I usually go about halfway. I don't want too much of that green part. So I want it to be like this. Keep doing that with the rest. So just to make sure that they're extra dry, I'm going to cut these up and then run them through this salad spinner just to make sure that they're super dry. And this also helps for if there's still some sand left, then I'll run them under water and then dry them up. You want to make sure that they're dry before you add them to the soup pot. With my potato well washed, now I'm going to go ahead and dice it up. It doesn't have to be a particular size, just a small size, just so that the soup cooks up a lot quicker. The leeks are going to reduce in size just a tiny bit, and they're going to be coated and nice and glossy from the butter. After that is when we want to add the potatoes that we had soaking in water. All right, so from the leftover leeks earlier, I'm gonna make a bouquet garni. So that's gonna carry all of our herbs that I showed you earlier. So I've got the parsley, and I'm doing this because it just makes it easier to dig out of the soup. So I'm adding parsley, thyme, bay leaves, and peppercorns. And I'm going to tie these with some twine. Just make sure it's nice and tight so nothing comes out. So here we go. I've got all of the peppercorns, everything in here. So it'll be easier, like I said, to dig out, fish out of your soup. And that's just so you have a nice clear soup, but then still has all of the flavor from everything in here. I'm just waiting for those potatoes to be nice and soft so the soup could be finished off. But in the meantime, I decided let's make a chive oil. So I've got chives, kosher sea salt, olive oil, and black pepper. This is going to be kind of like a finishing touch for the soup. So I do want to mention as a little side note with the olive oil, choose one that you really enjoy eating on its own, like you would, let's say, in dipping bread into. It's kind of the same story as wine. When you're cooking with wine, you want to choose a wine that you would actually like to savor, because even if you cook off the alcohol, you can still taste the wine, and that's the same story with this. The much awaited taste test. I've tried this too many times. Because I really like it. It's such a light soup, and I like to have it for dinner. I also don't like to add the cream all at once. I like it more as a finishing touch because it keeps the soup lower in calories, and I also like to meal prep, so the soup lasts a little bit longer if I add the cream at the very end. So I added that and the chive oil, and I like to dip my homemade bread in it. So if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know about this loaf. I think it's like the perfect loaf for the soup. So I hope you enjoy it. Please make sure to give it a thumbs up if you like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, so I'll see you in the next one. Ciao!